Trump's mansion got raided, and when I heard it, of course, because he gets on my nerve, I was happy. But I remember what the Bible said about not being gleeful over when your enemy falleth, because we don't know what the Lord is going to do with him or with us as a nation. But we also see today that Trump had his deposition, and he pled the fifth throughout. And we know that he was raided because he was trying to keep documents, national security documents. And these are probably things that he used for his own vanity, his own pride. He wanted leverage. And they're claiming that these documents were declassified. Declassified are not still government property. And if you and I did that, we would have been arrested. Nevertheless, it is unprecedented that anyone would raid the office of a president. But that's not even what it's all about. That's not what even Trump is about. And in fact, the issue is not even Trump, but it's about this nation's original sin. This nation did what Rome tried to do. Rome was a regional Mediterranean power, which had some extensions into parts of Upper Europe and also Western Europe and parts of Africa. It was a regional power. But Rome had an arrogance about other people, and it looked upon the outsiders as barbarians. In fact, they called them barbarians to mock them, to because they felt that their language sounded to them like bar, bar, bar. But it was the barbarians who evidently sacked Rome many times and took over. This is in perhaps a genetic memory of the fear of others. And what's happening now, what's happening in this country, its original sin is that many people feel that to share the resources and the bounty of this land, for all men are created equal, endowed by their creator, certain inalienable rights like life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, they believe that belongs to them. So as things change, they kind of feel like they're under attack. They're not under attack. I remember when there was this big ballyhoo that Hispanics would outnumber blacks, and people were like worried about it. Worried for what? These are human beings. They're just like us. They make problems. They're great professionals. They love their kids, everything. And they're just like us, no different. But we classify them differently and want everyone in the places in our minds in order to feel well with ourselves. That's what Trump's about. But again, it's not really Trump. It's about the spirit of this age, the spirit of the country. It feels that it has to militarize itself against any type of change. And it's about the original sin. It's about slavery. It's about colonialism. It's about what happened to the American Indians, and people just not coming to grips with it and deal with it. And they'd rather fight to the end. They'd rather destroy the country to the end than even share. So while Trump is getting his comeuppance, if Trump were removed from the scene today, we'd have the same problems. And we've had this problem. We had it in Charleston, South Carolina with Denmark Vesey. He wanted to fight back to free his people. And that's how the Citadel College in South Carolina was established as a citadel. And then other states in the South founded these forts in order to defend themselves. We saw this happen during Reconstruction. People were afraid that blacks were being elected, and then the Klan came. This is just a reiteration of these fears, and these fears must be put to rest. And we shouldn't focus on a single person, although I think he deserves some lumps and bruises. We shouldn't focus on a single person, but the work we have to do to spread the good news of how we are all equal before the eyes of the law we're supposed to be and eyes of the Lord.